However, these are the facts. Early years is from 0 to 5. And in the first 3 years of your child's life, that is when it's considered to be the most sensitive period of brain development. And by the time your child is 3, 75% of that is already done. Now, we're no longer in the era where you had a mother who would sit at home with her child. And nannies certainly don't do the job. So school is very important. It's also the period in which they learn to socialize. They learn separation. They learn to adjust to separation. They learn their vision and their hearing and their listening is all developed. Their language is developed. They learn to control their emotions because they're no longer the only person. They have to share their time and their feelings with other people. They also learn habitual ways of doing things. Saying good morning, putting your chair under the table, please, may I? They learn their numbers and their colors and their shapes. These are all the things that are introduced to children in early years. So in other words, brains aren't just born, they're also developed over time. During the preschool and kindergarten period, the brain steadily grows and increases from 70 to 90% of its eventual weight size once they're in the early years. So, in other words, this is the most important phase of your child's life. You cannot afford to make a mistake. So in Temple, obviously we've explained about the curriculum as I mentioned. We have 7 areas of learning in the early years. We have our communication and language, physical development, personal, social, and emotional development, and we have our literacy, numeracy, understanding of the world, and expressive art and design. I've tried to put a variety of pictures so that you can see the sorts of things that we do with the children. We have our sports team. We go on field trips every term, and we try to take them to places that are relevant to them, but also relevant to their learning experiences. So in this particular picture, we took them to the supermarket. They had to make a shopping list. They had to go into the shop and look for clues as to where to find the items. And they were given 500 naira, and they were asked to buy whatever they wanted to buy and not exceed their budget. And for those mothers who got packs, you know the judgment did very well. So here's how it works. We plan lesson plans, what we're going to teach, how we're going to teach it, when, where, and then we teach. Now in the early years, it's a very informal setting. We use a lot of play to teach because that's what children do. They play. So you use what they do to teach them. So we have lots of songs and games and stories and coloring, all sorts of things. Once you're teaching, you're also assessing what they're doing because we have given milestones. They're obviously not cast in stone, but it's to give you a fairer idea of where your child should be at any given point in time. So we look at our milestones and then we evaluate. And at that point we can say, oh, we didn't do this very well. This particular child didn't get this. We have to do it this way with this particular child, etc. So it's a constant circle of reviewing, revising, redoing, all in the interest of each and every child in the early section, early years. So in Temple, we let the children be themselves, whether they're alone, whether in groups, or if they're in pairs. We encourage a strong sense of identity. Children are encouraged to know who they are. So we have things like our National Day. They're encouraged to form friendships. They're encouraged to take responsibility. You can see the children at the top right-hand corner there were taken to the laundromat. They put their clothes in the washing machine. When the clothes were washed, they brought them out. They folded them and put them in a basket. We also encourage them in terms of being able to sit at the table and socialize with each other, eat their food in good table manners, etc. We also encourage them to be connected with and contribute to their world. You can see we take them outside to explore the environment. We also took them to the bakery and they made donuts. So you can see them on the end there making donuts each. We encourage them to have a strong sense of well-being, feeling safe, forming good friendships, using their imagination, developing their curiosity, teaching them to take turns doing things. We also encourage them to be confident and involved learners. We provide a variety of different learning experiences for the children. It's not all formal, it's not all everybody on the same page at 7 o'clock on a Monday morning. It doesn't work like that in the early years. So you can see there's a little boy there playing with his texture boards. There's a child outside counting rings and matching them to numbers. There's a little girl there painting, making a Christmas tree. And you can see some children reading. We also encourage them to be effective communicators because that's really the key. Children need to be able to tell you what they feel, what they want, what they need. So communication is very important. As a result of that, we have loads of opportunities for the children to come up and share things. So we have class assemblies, we have whole school assemblies, we have circle times. So these are pictures that just show you a few of the opportunities our children have to communicate with each other and with the adults in the section. So in other words, in Temple School, it's about individual learning built on positive relationships in an enabling environment. In Temple School, here are what we value. We value each and every child in our care. There is no exception whatsoever. We value partnerships with our parents. We run an open door policy. Parents are welcome to come in, encourage us, criticize us, offer their help, join in, do activities with us. We also value quality teaching. And as a result of that, the school has invested in a lot of opportunities for teachers to grow and become better teachers. We value continuous improvement and delivery. So what you get this year may not be what you get next year. We're always trying to up our game. And we value secure, respectful, and reciprocal relationships. So I'd like for you all to join me. When they say to you, all they do is play, remember, play means exploring, talking, thinking, trying, imagining, daydreaming, inventing, risk-taking, giving, sharing, making choices, working, relaxing, challenging, turn-taking, pausing, running, skipping, jumping, shouting, whispering, singing, making friends, being yourself, being someone else, role-playing, acting, caring, negotiating, reading, writing, counting, measuring, trying things out, feeling, leading, following, problem-solving, storytelling, building, laughing, smiling, learning. So on behalf of us in the early years, we say thank you very much. I would like to ask two of my children, Nicole Nwodi and Joshua Malari, to please come up and share with you why they like Temple